Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Bystanders. My name's Donovan. I'm the player of the character Donovan Halen and the editor of this week's... Okay. Look. It's been... I'm a college student. What do you want from me? I'm in college. Never mind. Before this episode begins, I would like to give a quick shout out to Gwinn and Shady Cicada for letting us use their amazing music, and Kevin Macleod for letting us use his as well. He's very generous. Now, if you don't give all three of these lovely people at least a little bit of a listen... have you ever heard of the Russian sleep experiment? It'd be a shame for us to bring that back, right? I agree. You know what to do. Let's get on with this episode. Freak you. I don't know when the next one's gonna come out. I just leave.
Bystanders on Spotify.com. All right.
Hello, welcome back to Bystandings.
So there's all that. When we last left off, we realized that Taylor's magic ability, or not magic ability, but
stands are magic.
Basically, I would say no. It's more of a key thing. Anyway, you guys kind of all take a look at this and you're like, wow.
That's a little sus.
Yeah, because again, you all have seen Taylor's ability has worked before. Case in point, she took a laptop and threw it down the stairs, and it typed the password.
And she also just like tweaked my shoulder whenever I tried to lightly tap her.
So
I healed you. That's not the issue. The issue is it don't work.
Why the fuck isn't it working? And it's not like she can just write down the first name that comes to mind either. It's because she's tried that and.
Right. Okay.
It
was worth a shot.
Drink
though.
with him the whole time.
Yeah, it was me all along.
Dr. A, there's no way for you to narrow this list down further.
Well, once we get George's info, maybe.
Without thorough investigation, like this is how far I could narrow it down. These are the people.
Also, Damian's going to send that list to George as well to cross-reference.
Definitely.
Thank you. As a correction. She's been up like.
It's still better than Damian's typing. I mean.
Yeah.
Fair. All right. Well, now what? We're
kind of
caught up as much as we can get in terms of this little investigation of ours.
There's not too much we can do without more information, really.
Yeah. What do you think, Dr. A?
Well, I'm not really sure. I don't know what to do.
Huh.
I will say real quick, out of game, if you all don't know, so in terms of courses of action, there are the people on this list, but there's 20 of them, and they're scattered all throughout town.
Right.
I feel like if we were to pursue them, though, it would... We don't want to tip off the
other ones?
Organization that we have this list and are actively searching for him.
Right, so that's your first lead. Secondly, you have the phone with all of the numbers or the letters listed on it.
Yeah.
Don't we also know of a base location?
Yeah. All we know is it was on the east side,
Which is not helpful.
Yeah.
What about the other cherry wine based locations?
I don't think we knew the locations of them, we just knew the numbers.
The base that you all saw on the east side was the base that Nikki and all of them were living at. Clementine went to their base.
Oh, okay. Which is probably similar to the base that Ugly had.
Yes.
Okay.
Who do you call him Oakland?
Yo, mama. Well, I don't really know from here.
You could try to contact Ugly through device of Clementine's, but in terms of...
Contact Ugly?
You could try to contact Ugly through Clementine's phone. It is a burner phone. Those are the only contacts on it, but it could still work for regular calling as well.
Well, the problem is that we had Ugly's phone, didn't we? Didn't we take his phone? He probably wouldn't have the same number.
We took his computer. Yeah, we took the laptop.
The burner phone for
What did we contact Clementine through again?
We had a phone.
No, right. There was a burner phone that popped out through the bottom of the laptop.
So other than that, we don't know how to
yeah.
contact Ugly.
Right, forgot about that. So
Shoot.
yeah, that leaves you 2 leads.
Also,
You can either investigate the names on the list, or you can try to call the numbers.
I guess Ugly is hanging around somewhere with Backstreet Boy, but we don't really know
Both
where.
of those sound like a bad idea without more information.
I agree.
Can you give me those chips?
I mean, we can just start going down the list, but...
If we could try to like stake some of these people out, especially the suspicious people like Kanye Isaac and Noah Grohl. Well,
if any of the people on the list are at all connected,
Gwinn.
and if any of the people on the list are at all connected with the one like who is him, then they could tip him off, let him know we're coming. Which is, to be fair, isn't the worst thing in the world, but like, it's definitely not preferable.
well,
Is everyone on this list connected with TBH in some
No.
way?
Dr. A said that there are people on this list that probably aren't a part of it.
But we don't know who is and who isn't.
Yeah.
He said there were several criteria. They're all men, first off. He's assuming that him is actually a guy. They're all have a lot of access to resources and recently have acquired a decent amount of free time.
I'm gonna laugh if by the end of it we figure out Nancy is him.
Oh my
I'm going to
God.
be honest,
Bruh.
the person I'm most suspicious of right now, out of character, is the former mayor.
Really?
Because they would have a lot of connections.
They had a lot of
Politically
Kanye.
especially.
Mm-hmm.
It would be Kanye.
It would be really fun.
And I'm Kanye West. Y'all seen that meme?
Well, maybe we should just investigate stealthily
Donovan, you said you
some of the people on this list that are the most
I don't-
suspicious.
What?
you said you also know about Frank Way, right?
Yeah, I've heard whispers that he's a mafia boss, and those don't typically. The rumors like that are not fake, and
Yeah, Donovan, and you're the only one who's heard these
I-
rumors. Being a thief in the underground, you would know
yeah.
some of this.
Well, based on that, I'd say that those two people are probably the most suspicious of the names that we recognize.
I'm not sure if he was a mafia boss and TBH is his mafia. That's a lot of work for one man to do. If he's running his mafia and a separate organization, I think he's got a lot on his plate, but I don't know.
Well,
how much
unless
free
they're
time
one
he
and the
has.
same.
I'm sorry, but hold on. We have actor, movie director, sculptor, archaeology gaming.
Yeah, I wrote down gaming by mistake.
Okay. Anyway,
Sorry.
maybe we should split up and investigate these two most suspicious people.
That's a
We should
terrible
split up?
idea.
Couple
Here's
more
the-
around.
Here's the thing.
Also,
I
if
have
you-
no.
Sorry.
I have.
If you. Okay, I'll go first,
Yeah.
and then you can. So, if you split up, each party of two can take one NPC with them.
Okay.
Well, that's not a bad plan.
So that'll have 3 per party, and you can have 2 parties.
I've never teamed up with Donovan, and they have some shit to work out together.
That is true, I guess. However, now I'm the only healer because he Lloyd could self-replicate. That's what Dad's worried about, and I'm the only healer.
You also have Brandy as an NPC.
We could, if you want
Right.
to go with
And
one or the
Sterling,
other,
they could take Sterling or Brandy.
we could take either.
Donovan will not mentally
Actually,
handle
Steve
being
might
with
want to
Brandy.
work with Sterling anyway, so that could work.
Donovan could not mentally handle being around Brandy for an extended period of time right now. So we probably shouldn't take her.
Well, we can take someone else if we're gonna group up. Because
Carl
you're a
is
healer.
available.
Let's take Carl. Yeah, I like Carl.
I will not be upset with another power type.
Okay.
Okay,
well,
let's.
if we're splitting up,
And
who's
we're
gonna investigate who?
Yeah, we're
You know
just-
more about the mob boss, so maybe you should go after that.
Damian, it's a mafia boss. That is a terrible, terrible idea. I know we should investigate him, but we don't even know where to start. I don't know where the guy lives. And he's gonna have so many ways to cover his tracks. I mean, unless we can get a hold of his tax record.
I will also say furthermore, you can just try to look these names up.
Yeah,
Google.
to be fair, he's only presumably a mob boss.
Presumably.
His
but
name is known.
If I heard
So
about
it's
him.
Al Capone's name.
So is Al Capone's name.
Yeah, we already have his name.
Thanks, Nikki.
Okay, so who is in squad 1?
I guess you two and
Yeah, me and Carl.
Okay, so that's Damian.
So we are for sure doing this. We're gonna make 2 squads and just go through this list.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's Carl with a K or C.
Well, we're investigating the most suspicious.
I always
people
thought it was
right
a K because the
now. I don't know if we're gonna go through the whole thing.
Roll a D2.
This is with a C.
To decide if it's a
I
C or a
actually wrote it
K.
down.
CK.
Sorry.
Aruga. Aruga.
Oh
Aruga.
god.
A teal gloved hand rips through space and time and kills
Mr.
him.
Bones, Mr. Wonder, and
Miss Sterling.
Wonder Bones.
Bone
Sterling
Wonder.
Wonder Bones.
Sterling.
Bony Wonder.
Oh! Is that your ship name? Because I want to die.
No,
Our
my ship name is
our ship name is
And the
Baseball.
boys not romanticizing the miners.
Wonder
Bone
Boner. No Wonder Boner.
Michael, me and the boys not romanticizing the miners. The miners. Wonder Boner. Wonder Boner.
Okay, I mean, our ship name is
representation
Piss
of me.
Buddies, so that's wonderful.
Yo, we are the piss buddies.
So squad
Let's
1.
see it together, Donovan.
That's like squad name. It's buddies.
Squad.
Piss
Squad 1
buddies, checking
consists of Damian, Donovan, and Carl. Squad 2 consists of Nikki, Wonder, and Sterling.
The piss buddies and the shower buddies.
So the. Come on, Donovan. It's not gay if I just clap those cheeks once or twice.
We wear our socks in the shower together, so it's not gay.
How old is
You
Donovan?
call the energy the ripple, but I'm thinking about those cheeks.
Oh.
All right, so.
It's his reference for the spin. Oh, that's
Oh
not.
boy. So, who do you all want to investigate?
I think we're gonna look into.
We're gonna
Frank
look at
Wayne.
the. We're gonna look into Frank Way, I guess.
Okay, sounds good. Do you all want to look up like these people on Google?
That's a good idea.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and you want to do that before you?
Okay, Google. Frank Way.
Activates everyone's Google.
And straight into his pager.
Damian.
You don't have to make a lot of checks. A lot of these people are like decently rich figures or like influential. So basically, all of them have like some sort of presence online. James Ulrich is an author. So that's kind of his thing. He writes all sorts of genres of books, everything from mystery to action to a little bit of steamy romance. Dr. Peter Pankow is known as being a genius for his life-saving brain surgeries. Wayne Platzman is the CEO of Silverback, a construction company based in Travago, which Damian usually works for on construction commissions.
Why didn't you say I would recognize him?
I forgore skull emoji.
Can I spit on the DM?
Retconning that Damian would have kind of cracked his knuckles and grinned when he heard that name, but you know.
Oh God. Kevin Watson's a movie director. I think you knew that already.
Yep.
Jesse Madden is the CEO of Temp L. It's a company based around stonework. TEMP capital L.
Jesser.
Josh Leto is a sculptor. Rob Cook is a civil engineer.
He could move the Nile River.
Wait. What? His name is Rob, and he's a civil engineer.
Yeah. Unintentional.
Anyway,
Okay.
we have 18 more names to get through.
Lazarus
Or no,
Hogan
12.
owns a vineyard.
Okay.
Mitch Kaplan is retired, it seems.
Retired!
Retired!
From what? Do we know?
I'm not exactly sure. There's suspiciously little information about that.
Okay.
Is that Avi and Mitch's like shift name?
Stop.
Okay.
Kanye Isaac is the former mayor of Travago.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Brian Mercury is professor of archaeology at Travago University. Frank Way is an alleged mafia boss. PJ Farrar is a real estate mogul.
Wait, we get Frank Away's alleged mafia boss from Google?
No, but you already knew that.
Oh, you knew that.
What does
information.
Google say about him? What does he actually do? If there's any information on him at all.
It says that he is involved in real estate somehow.
Ah, I see up front.
That would never happen.
Do you have a business address or something? Since we're going to be
Oh,
investigating.
yeah, no,
first.
his address is no.
Okay.
That's terrible news.
We know a girl.
So
Tim
you guys are for sure going after Frank Way?
He's suspicious, yeah.
PJ Farrar is a real estate mogul. Noah Grohl is a professional pianist. Tim Blair is a former Travago Police Department chief.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Eric O'Quinn is a priest
Uh-oh.
I kind of want to fight some religion.
based. Chris Johansson, Adam Wilson, and Blake Ponico are all unemployed because they inherited their money.
Awesome.
Oh, cool. We love the rich.
Unemployed 1%.
All right,
I
so
take
let's
it back. I don't want to fight.
let's
religion.
prioritize the priest and the rich people.
All right.
My cousin's Catholic. This is revenge.
Oh wait, yeah, no, Steve would not be cool with that. Never mind.
Okay, so we're going after the mafia boss. Y'all are going after the former mayor.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what we've decided? What do you think, Nikki?
I'm just saying that sounds the most suspicious to me.
But I know thieves can't.
The vineyard is also
These guys is a very old thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
It would not exist
I figured.
today.
I figured.
You know how to tell like if something was sus or like if it's a sign of something criminal, in terms of like a good example is like the dog from Final Fantasy VII. Like you know, kind of underground signals and things would indicate like a drug deals take place here, things like that.
Yes,
know gang
yes,
signs?
of course. That I absolutely knew that.
Yes, you'd be familiar with gang signs, but not thieves can't.
Right.
Familiar, you'd probably have to make a check though, some sort of investigation or something.
I would recommend you guys look into either the former mayor or the vineyard owner.
Both are like decent options. What do you think, Nikki?
But the mayor would have a lot of connections and be able to get away with shit.
I don't know. I feel suspicious of the retired guy.
What's his name?
Mitch Kaplan.
Mitch Kaplan.
Well, the other 3 are unemployed. They have equally as much.
And I will say, if you want specific addresses for all of these, I made all of these fucking 20 people, so not all of them are going to have a specific address, and I'm just going to be able to pop
Well, you don't
on
need to
them
tell
in.
us the address. We can just find it
Right,
and
you
go
can
to
just
them.
go.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it seems like no matter what, these people all seem like they could be the person, but we have no clue.
Which would be why they're on the list of people that could be the person.
Yes, it's just I other than like the vineyard person, which seems really suspicious, I feel like it doesn't really matter where we start.
You could probably look at what kind of movies Kevin Watson has directed. I don't think that would have any interest, but I want to know.
All right. Well, pick one for now, and we'll go.
Well,
with
let's go with the mafia boss just for now. We'll
All right, we'll go with
all the
Kanye.
information.
Sound good, Nikki?
it. All right. We're investigating Kanye and the mafia. Let's go.
Let's go.
I want nothing more from my D&D session.
I will say, Kanye Isaac is currently on a trip to Paris.
Okay, well that will make it.
Oh no!
That's the obvious joke. Obvious
Who's in
joke.
Paris?
Kanye apparently. Is he with his good friend
His vice
JJ?
his vice mayor JZ.
Jay-Z, yeah. Fellas in Paris, the song. It's by Kanye West and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
It's.
I don't.
You can try to call up his office. You can try to
I
look at
have-
his home, but he is currently in
I have
Paris.
never listened to Kanye.
It goes.
Hey, if he's away, look
We're-
through his house, dude.
He's a former mayor. He'll probably have some sort of security detail. Probably.
You're a stand user.
And we don't,
You're
we
stand
don't
users.
have ways to deal with.
That's also true. We're gonna snoop around his house.
Okay, sounds good. This is Squad 2, Nikki, Wonder, and Sterling.
Yes. Wonder,
Alright.
Sterling, and Nikki. Yes.
Cool.
I do have a meta question.
Alright.
Did you expect us to split up to do this?
I'm not gonna answer that.
Okay.
Squad 2.
That's scary. We'll see how
I mean,
this
he
anyway.
did hint at us being able to split.
Right.
Gamer Squad. You
Who is
all...
that?
I think us.
That's
Yeah,
Squad
wait.
2. Yeah, Nikki, Wonder, and Sterling. Nikki, Wonder, and Sterling are Squad 2. Damian, Donovan, Carl are Squad 1.
Should we come up with official names for the squad?
If you
So we
want
Oh, we're
to,
the piss
you can.
buddies.
Okay, you're the piss buddies.
We all work out. We could probably figure something else out.
Bathroom buddies, maybe? Because since showering.
Sure, yeah.
Bathroom buddies.
You mean
Wait,
to
the
tell me,
BBs.
hold on? You mean to tell me Carl Weezer wouldn't be your piss buddy?
Oh, he totally would have. We just haven't canonically done that yet.
We piss around.
Yeah. Squad 2, you want to come up with a name?
We're both athletes.
Well,
And Sterling
What
throws
is-
balls, so
we're-
yeah, you could just be the athletes.
we're polygonal pissers. It's okay.
We're the ballers.
That's good.
The ballers and the pissers.
Alright.
Together we have piss and balls.
Yo!
That's where it's
Wait,
stored after all.
Where it's stored.
I'm sorry.
Oh no.
My favorite Jeopardy question.
Okay, alright.
You're either a
Number
pisser
one.
or a baller.
Starting with the ballers, you guys...
The two genders.
Enough.
Wait.
No, we've already determined what the two genders are.
Men and fuck it.
The ballers go to... you all go to Mr. Isaac's house, and there are some security cameras around. So the question is, how do you get into his mansion?
A 50-foot range stand to go burr.
There doesn't appear to be anybody like actively guarding the area, but there are cameras and stuff around. Nikki.
Okay. Are there, you know those trees that drop those annoying, like really green,
Spike balls.
not spike balls, but like the green balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So-
can call this a heist, right?
So Nicky throws one and kicks it with his stand to break the camera.
Yeah, you don't even have to make an
Alternatively,
attack
I
roll.
could just send in Act 1.
I will say, if we are under the assumption that any of these people could be him. Do not send your stand in front of a camera.
That's also fair.
Yeah.
Okay, you...
Well, I
Wait,
feel
shatter the
can
camera.
stands be captured on camera and then viewed by a stand user?
Yes.
Yes.
That's fascinating.
I also
I
feel
know.
like
It's weird.
shooting a ball into a window isn't exactly
Not
a
a
better
window,
option.
Yeah, but it's less suspicious
The camera, not
than a
window.
stand user.
Okay, the camera is destroyed. So you all just immediately run into the house, rush in. Yeah, so you all get into the house. You kind of look around, both of you make investigation checks. Sterling's going to make one as well.
I'm using this.
Sounds good.
That is not bad.
It is 12.
For Steve, that is 23.
Oh wait, is our proficiency +4 now?
Yes.
Have you not been?
Yeah. Don't want to talk about it.
Okay,
We were in combat, buddy.
What did you fellas roll?
I was there.
He rolled. What did you roll?
12.
23.
23. Okay, so Sterling.
Someone
and,
paid attention in class.
So Sterling and Nikki, you guys are on camera duty. You take out several cameras going through. Steve, you're actually kind of looking around, seeing all this.
Yeah.
You're looking, you're seeing, tear up some stuff. You find photos of.
Photos printed.
Photos printed. This does appear to be evidence of some sort of misdemeanor on the part of the mayor. This appears to be blackmail photos. You find
Oh!
them in his personal office.
He's the one cheating on the principal.
Steve keeps looking.
But other than that, you don't find anything of interest out of the ordinary aside from an old retired mayor who's abusing his political power.
That's great. It sounds about right. Okay.
Are you gonna keep those blackmail photos?
You could destroy them.
I will
Okay,
say,
I-
after around a minute, alarms in the house start to go off.
Okay. Steve is going to.
The good thing is you get caught. Well, I guess that's probably not a
Steve,
good thing.
Steve goes to the security system, turns off the alarm, and
There's nope. It's an external security system.
Also, why would the alarm blare? When do we bear if it was a silent alarm?
I didn't design the house, dude. Well, I did, and that's how it is. So.
Okay.
Sorry, man.
Is there any way for Steve to find where the security footage might be kept and delete it? Or
Bro,
Well,
it's
there's no
an
camera.
external
It
thing.
was just like a sensor or something.
I'm so glad we have a police comp on.
The cameras got taken out, and so whoever was in charge of the security system was like, "Hey, all the cameras are going out in this house. Let's sound the alarm."
I understand.
It's probably not
It's an
like a
external
passive
thing.
security system.
I thought it was
He's
just one built
probably-
into the house.
No,
Okay.
he's a former mayor. He's probably got enough power to shove around and money to actually get people to
Okay.
watch his house.
Goddamn
I
right.
gotcha.
Security.
I'm not seeing anything, Nikki. Let's
You
go.
also find like a schedule planner, and in this planner, these are just regular like rich people activities. There's like golfing and all that written down.
Oh, gross.
You can make an Arcana check to see if you find
Steve
a
is
cipher
rolling
of some
Constitution.
sort.
He doesn't throw up.
Okay.
Sorry, what?
You can make an Arcana check to see if you can find a cipher or anything, but nothing appears to be out of the ordinary first.
Right,
Not
die
20.
in the planner.
No, you're good.
I said
There's no. I know. There's nothing there.
Okay.
This is just again a rich man.
I'm so glad I used a nat
Um,
20 for that. Anyway.
So Kanye is crossed off the list as far as you
Okay.
guys.
Sounds good. Let's go.
So, there's that. Okay, let's cut to squad one. Damian, Donovan, and Carl. What are y'all doing?
You want to cross that off?
We are heading to the address that we found on Google for Mr. Frank Way. And
Frank Way is the alleged mafia boss.
yes,
Okay. You walk over to this like pretty decently sized house. You can see that there are a lot of big guards with kind of their arms crossed, and they're definitely open carrying.
okay. Well, Damien's also open carrying.
Okay. So they kind of see you. I assume you're just walking over to the front gates.
Yeah, Damien's just gonna walk up. Hey guys,
What the fuck you all want?
where's the listeners? Would the owner of this house perhaps be interested in some sweet deals? I've got a cool triangle design that I'd like to show him.
You don't get the fuck out of here in 3 seconds. I'm gonna break every bone in your body and then turn you into a blender.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Not turn you into a blender,
Damien,
I'm
your
not
bones are
putting
going to shatter, and we know what happens when that happens. Go.
You are going to become Blender.
you- Okay, so you lead them away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Damien,
he's
let's
gonna he'll back off a little for now.
let's let the gentleman not kill you.
Damn, I really thought he'd be interested in my triangle scheme.
So,
Ski.
I mean, design.
so you all approaching the gate the front gate didn't exactly work. What do you want to do as your plan?
Now they know we're here, and they might report that there are some wackos. All right.
Oh, this guy probably gets the listeners all the time.
Of course.
Donovan, you know that as a mafia boss, anyone who knows who he is doesn't fuck with him.
When
Well, I mean,
you,
you've
when
always
you
been
are a
some-
mafia boss, who at this point I'm 90% sure that's the case, you.
Not everyone knows he's a mafia boss.
But those who do, they know it's a good idea to not mess with him.
Well, good, then he won't think we know.
Unfortunately, we lack common sense.
Then he won't think we know.
Do we just want to go loud? That's Carl speaking.
I
What
want
are
to
they
go
going
loud.
to do? We have stands.
So, listen,
Well, I don't know.
if the police force can have an unknown stand user, I am almost certain they have a stand user. If a bottom dwelling piece of scum like me could get a stand, there's no way. I'm willing to. It's a bet. It's a gamble.
Well, Donovan, you're all sneaky, like, right? We could try to find a back way.
The back rooms?
You know what? Fine. Yeah, sure.
Okay, Donovan, you want to roll stealth roll? Try to understand it.
Well,
yeah,
can we just look around the back of the estate and see if there's a less guarded entrance?
yeah, we can creep around. through the
This
best.
appears to be it's a pretty big kind of big house area. There's a bit of a backyard. You can see that it is pretty well patrolled. It's almost like some shady business would go down here.
That's crazy.
That would never happen.
Well, we're gonna.
Sending our stand out might be difficult, but
I'm
you're
the-
stealthy, so you
I'm
can
also
get
the only one with a range type.
it. Yeah.
What's your range?
My range is unfortunately only 8 meters. I haven't been able to spend much into it.
You wouldn't be able to get in the
I can't-
house
I
from
can't get that
the back, but from the entrance or from the front, you probably could.
Really?
From the entrance, I could get in, but not from the back. I'd have to get closer.
And you wouldn't be able to get super far into the house, but you'd at least be able to peek in.
Well, I'm not good at much, but
Damian.
I'm pretty good at distractions.
Damian, how about instead? You're gonna distract the guards for me. Good. Okay.
I could help with that.
Damien
I'm
grins
going
a
to-
little bit.
I'm going
All
to-
you have to do is get a little close while we take care of their attention.
Damian, I'm gonna be mildly upset if you die.
Damien, remember our exercise maneuver earlier?
Yeah.
Remove some of the weight from you.
Of course.
Carl picks you up, one hand, and throws you like a football into the estate.
Ah!
Alright, so...
Start flying towards the guards.
Immediately you hear, what the fuck was that guy flying? And then gunshots as they just...
Donovan is gone. Can I roll stealth with advantage?
Yes, you... Yes! They're concerned about the man
Okay,
they're
that's
shooting
good so
and
far.
is not getting hit by most
Alright,
of the
so-
bullets.
I really want to tell you about my MLM deals.
26.
The boss isn't interested in any of them. I need another clip!
Donovan has rolled a 26.
Yeah, you...
Yeah.
So you sneak into the house and...
Like in me?
Or you want to sneak in or you want back and black?
I'll like hide in a bush while Back in Black goes in.
Okay, you. So that'll allow you to get closer.
Yeah.
You send Back and Black in, and you see. You're able to get in toward the middle of the house, where you see a man sitting at a desk. He's, leaning back in his chair. He's got suit and tie, a bit of a goatee, slicked back black hair. He's kind of stroking his goatee.
Does he notice Back in Black?
Well, hopefully you would stay stealth. Okay, well then, never mind.
You hear him talking to one of his goons. So you're telling me some fucking man flew in here? He flew. He was airdropped in by a helicopter, and you're shooting him with bolts, and it's not working.
Back in Black is very casually walking over. He actually drags a finger along the desk, just for the flex, and just looks around.
Neither of the people in the room appear to notice you whatsoever.
There are 2 people.
Yeah, he was
yes,
talking to one of
he's
his goons,
talking
remember?
No, he was
Right.
just talking to himself.
Right. So he's just like Back in Black is looking around. He thinks for a moment. He goes a little bit away. Is there something like he could discreetly pick up?
Well, there's a lot of information and stuff on the desk. He was like.
All right. Yeah. He like leans over.
It's kind of a schedule planner. You look in the schedule planner, and you see some pretty fucking shady shit in there. Make an investigation check.
Ooh, is that wisdom?
Intelligence.
Oh, it's not too terrible. Ah, dirty 20.
So, bad news and good news.
Mm-hmm.
Bad news, well, I guess you could consider that. These are awful, terrible activities that he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Good news is, it doesn't appear like it's him. So, you guys are effectively able to see, wow, this guy is shady as fuck.
That would never
But he's not,
The
he
dude.
doesn't appear to be the leader of Beating Heart.
No, Back in Black makes a makes a kind of shadow noise, whatever that is. Kind of sounds like a very malicious sigh, even though there's no malicious intent in Back in Black, because he is a stand of Donovan Halen. And then he just.
Alright, Damian nods as he sees Back in Black return, and then he pounds his chest and increases his weight again, crushing into the ground as it shatters the pavement slightly. Alright, fine, I see you're not interested in my deals. Stay out of trouble! And
I'd
then
like
he
to point out most of the guards have run out of ammo by pumping so many bullets
even
into
if
you.
they were still firing at him, he just turns his back and starts walking back down towards the gate.
Donovan is tiptoeing like a classic 1930s bank robber.
You don't even have to roll stealth for that. They're like, we're fucking shooting this guy and he's not dying. What is happening?
Damian's just casually walking away from them
Yeah.
now.
Carl,
Not caring.
Carl's bringing up the rear, kind of keeping Weezer. Yeah. So you guys get out and
That was so stupid.
yeah, there you go.
Alright,
police
so,
report. Police assault in progress. So
good and bad news. The good news is, well, he's objectively a terrible person. He's a mafia boss. Good news, he's not him, from what I can find. So that's another dead end.
Well, all right. Who's next on our list? And I guess we'll let you guys
Yep.
pick first,
Ballers, what's your plan?
The ballers.
if you'd like the list.
I'm gonna roll a d6. I'm going to choose one of the 3 rich guys.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Who
So the
was
last one. Blake Panico.
Panico.
Second one.
Oh, you're rapping. Okay.
Adam Wilson.
Adam Wilson.
Alright.
I assumed you were doing 1, 2, 3,
I
4,
did as
5,
well,
6.
but-
That's fine.
That's fine.
Okay, Adam Wilson. You guys go over, and again, this is a mansion. The security seems to be a lot lower than the last couple places, or the last.
Interesting.
Mr. Isaac's estate.
This either
That's
means
crazy.
he's an idiot
Steve's
or
gonna-
he's confident.
Did any cameras?
What's Act 1's range?
15 meters.
Fuck. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
There's
However,
like a couple-
when it
there's like-
hits something, it might as well be just sticking a needle in them.
There's
like
there appears to be like one camera at the front gate, but
Steve just sneaks up in the back and flies Act 1 in to look around.
yeah. So you kind of look around and you see a
Detached senses is making this busted, and I love that.
Or stand users.
Yeah.
espionage would be super easy to stand user.
Yeah.
You're investigating Adam Wilson, correct?
Yes.
You go in and see this library. It's this pretty big library that takes up a lot of the house. You look over and you see exactly what you'd expect a rich inheritance kid to look like. He seems to be kind of in his 30s. He's humming and he's painting something, and doesn't really look that great, in all honesty.
Okay, well, if he had good painting skills, I would assume he's a stand user. But with that,
What do you mean?
I don't know what I mean.
Rohan, reading a great manga.
He kind of finishes, he looks back, grabs a glass of water, takes a drink, doesn't notice Act 1.
Okay. I'll look around the house a little more just to be positive, but I don't think this is the guy. Nothing. Okay.
That's squad 2, the Ballers. You just crossed off
Adam Wilson.
So, squad 1.
Well,
Back
the
boys.
person I'm most suspicious of next would be the vineyard owner.
Yes, that's true. Well, let's go there. It might be a ways away though. Well, of course we have enough time.
All right, let's head over there to Lazarus Hogan.
Lazarus Hogan's estate. This estate is very well guarded. You see many cameras around, and you see many people on the security as well. They all appear to have not simply pistols, but it looks like every one of them is equipped with a hand cannon.
Oh my God!
That
You don't think they'd let us in for a wine tasting, would you?
Damian, I would feel much safer if we had a lot of people to break into this one. Because I don't think the 3 of us is going to cut it. Steve's imperceptibility would be amazing here. If we can do that on one person.
Okay. For this one, then we'll
Let's put a rain check on it.
Okay. I was gonna say we could just page them, but we might as well stay split up while we are split up.
Let's go check out your old boss.
Oh, now that sounds fun.
Didn't you used to work for this guy? He has a list on phone on his phone.
Yeah, I got fired for decking his son while on the job on accident. Well, it wasn't an accident. He pissed me off, but you know.
Sounds like you're on good terms.
So you all are
Oopsie.
going to investigate Mr. Platzman then.
I say we check out Leto.
Yes.
Leto?
All right. Are we gonna cut back, or are you gonna?
Since you guys didn't really look into Mr. Hogan very much, we'll have you guys look into Platzman.
All right.
Okay, so we will go to his old boss's address then.
Okay, his old boss's address. This is a much more humble dwelling than Mr. Way's estate. This appears to be, it's like a nice house, but it's not like a mansion by any means.
What, is there any well, you know what? Damian doesn't care. Damian just goes up and pounds on his door. Hey, I've got a bone to pick with you.
Oh my goodness!
You see a familiar-looking man. He's got like a kind of a gray beard. Goes around here. Goes around on the jawline. goatee. He's got some gray hair, but the hairline's quickly receding. He's trying his best to save it, but it's not working. He's in his 50s. He opens it. You fucker.
Damian looks a lot more intimidating now. He's a bit bulkier, and he's got multiple weapons strapped to him. Though he does kind of look like a cosplayer still with that.
This guy does not appear to be phased by that.
Damian grins. Hey! I wanted to talk about maybe getting my job back, and you can...
Can I roll stealth while this is happening?
He pulls back and tries to take a fucking swing at you. That's a 12 to hit.
Okay, Damian just fucking stands there as it, like, doesn't even phase him. It feels like he's punching a brick wall.
I'm gonna have Back in Black roll stealth while this is happening.
What the fuck you been eating while on unemployment? Jesus.
Rocks!
Do I have advantage?
God, that fucking explains a lot. What do you want, Drake?
Do I have advantage to roll for stealth?
Yeah, you fucking did.
Well, as I said,
well,
I'd like
okay.
to talk about my job.
That's a Back in Black just like...
I could use some unemployment payment, if you know what I mean.
You're coming to my house and threatening me.
What does it look like I'm doing? Anyway, so you can go ahead while this is happening.
Mr. Drake, I have connections. I have people that I know, and you threatening me is not going to reflect well on you or your family.
I'm not too worried. I don't have any of that left.
Oh. Well, judging by your demeanor, I can see why. And we're gonna cut back to Donovan before we get into that whole mess.
Damian might actually not get out of this without decking him.
Man, I sure hope his boss doesn't bring up any sore subjects. Anyways, investigating.
Okay, so you're looking around and you see kind of a man in his 20s. He's kind of sitting on a couch with a gaming console. He's playing like a Call of Duty, it appears. And you can see that there's a bruise that's like, it's been healing for a while, but it's still kind of there in his jaw, and he occasionally like picks it up and just kind of...
Probably a week or two old at least.
Yeah, around there. I don't know. It's weird that you know that, anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, there's that. You go over, look into the kitchen. You can see kind of an older woman in her 50s, kind of cooking and humming. You know, she appears to be normal. You kind of look around, and go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Ooh, 7 so far.
So nothing you can really find.
Can I keep looking?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that was not a roll. I kind of slipped out of my fingers. Okay, it's a lot better. 17.
Now this roll, you can look around and you see something really strange. You look in and you see that there's actually a cavity in several sidewalks. Like, it seems like someone has built in some kind of cavity into several sidewalks in Travago. These would be around the size that you need to hide a body.
This is outside the house.
No,
Did
probably
I
like
find, like,
plans or something.
These are plans like inside of a drawer, up in the off on the second floor.
Back in Black looks about as worried as a shadow with eyes.
There's that, but you don't find anything else incriminating.
He's absolutely going to keep that in mind. And then he's going to... Can I take that?
You'll have to find...
Does he have a scanner? Does he have like a photo printer?
He might have a printer.
He might have a...
He does in fact have a fax machine.
Can I fax it to Dr. A?
Yeah, you can fax it to Dr.
So Donovan, like outside of the house, calls Dr.
Do you know
A.
how a fax machine works?
I don't.
Donovan know how a fax machine works.
Of course not. He's gonna call Dr. A to help.
Oh my god.
Hey Doc, I need some help. This is very important.
Yes, Donovan, what do you need?
How do you use a fax machine?
What? Okay, so Dr. A helps you through that process, and we're gonna cut back to this.
Damon's getting more and more pissed, and he doesn't know it, but after finding that, this guy probably deserves what's about to come to him. So Damon's gonna take a couple more maybe punches and threats from him. They aren't gonna face him at all. And then Damon's just gonna grin.
No, this guy doesn't punch, he just stands there and smiles. He just stands there and smirks at his comment.
I don't like that cocky grin. I think I'm gonna wipe it off your face.
I'd like to see you try.
Media
Mr.
whack,
Drake.
both chuckle.
And around the time that Donovan's finishing up, Damian just grins, cracks his knuckles, and then pulls back his fist. He doesn't even use his stand. He's just gonna fucking deck him and send him flying into his own
Is
house.
this a non-lethal punch?
Yes.
Okay. You don't even have to roll an attack roll. There's a solid crunch as you hear, at the very least, his nose break, and he flies back and boom, hits a wall, and you hear
You know that scene?
You hear what it sounds like a man in his kind of earlier 20s. Dad, don't slam the door that hard.
So the police don't have anything. Back in Black at that point will have gone down and just kind of presses his nose to heals it because Hamon. And then gives Damian a stern look. Since it doesn't have any eyebrows.
Damian just grins.
Since it doesn't have any eyebrows, the brim of his top hat just kind of like tilts to the side.
Incredibly cathartic for Damian.
You know that scene? I've been just imagining that scene from The Incredibles where he punches
Yeah!
through multiple cubicles.
Damian like blows off his fist.
I'm not happy, Damian. Not happy. Well, let's hope we don't cover him. Anyways, as Back in Black walks out, hands in his pockets.
I think that makes up for my job. He like waves his fist and turns back away.
I was like, wow, you really fucking get that.
So once we're away from
deserved
that,
it.
okay. So he's not him. However, he is hiding dead bodies.
Yeah, that's problematic.
Yeah, there's
That actually doesn't surprise me.
there's schematics throughout all the sidewalks that are big enough to bury a body, and so Travago is effectively the world's largest catacombs.
Oh, I don't think that's true. But oh,
It's a catacombs by bare definition, I think.
I really
Do they
doubt
have to
that.
be connected?
I
Regardless.
really
it's-
doubt they're the
I'm
biggest.
pretty sure they are connected if it's
Do you have any
sidewalks.
proof of this?
Oh yeah, I faxed it, Dr. Wright. I can fax things now. I've grown more powerful. I don't say that part. Yeah, I learned
Alright.
I learned how to use a fax machine.
Oh, good for you, Donovan.
I get to punch my own boss.
Donovan beams with the compliment.
So let's say the Ballers, if you want to investigate someone, and then I assume you guys would probably call the rest of them.
Well, I mean, I'll be paging Steve.
Of course, about
Right.
the
The Ballers. Who do you want to investigate next?
we think Josh Leto.
4 down.
Josh Leto?
Yeah, either him or do you want to do him or Mitch Kaplan? Because he's the retired guy, who sounds like he's not rich, but he doesn't have anything else going.
I would.
We don't know what he retired from.
I'd actually be kind of
MMA
Evens
fighter.
or odds.
what?
Evens or odds.
Odds.
I guess we're doing the retired guy.
Okay.
You guys,
Thank
you
you.
guys can find some basic information regarding Mitch. You're able to kind of piece it together, find where he lives. He appears to have just like a normal house. There doesn't appear to be cameras or anything anywhere, but you know.
Still gonna send an Act 1, make sure.
Okay. You go into his house and you kind of look around, and he's just sitting in a pretty normal chair. He's just laying back in a lazy boy. He's reading something.
What's he reading?
How to
Gone
be
with the
evil.
wind.
How to be evil.
A little bit shush, but not unnaturally so.
I just realized I can
I
just
don't,
like
I don't do literature. What does that mean?
Gone with the Wind. It's just kind of an older book.
It's a classic.
It's about like the Civil War in the South.
Oh.
Also helps to propagate the Lost Cause myth. So like I said, a little sus, but like normal amounts.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this guy seems normal. Just to mess with him. So he's like on the couch. Is he like?
You're not
Act One's just gonna walk over, turn on the TV, and then fly away. Why not?
You're not going to investigate
Again,
any
I'd like to
further?
stress that him probably would be able to see stands, so we don't want to be too reckless with them here.
He looks over and sees the TV turn on. I might want to lay off the meds. He reaches over to the remote, turns the TV.
That's what I thought.
Where are my
Okay.
normal pills?
I wear a mask with a smile. No, so
That's all.
yeah,
You're
there's
not
that.
going to investigate further.
Yeah, do you want to investigate any further? Look around.
I mean, sure. If he has like an office, we'll look in there. But like,
You do find an office.
okay.
In the office, you kind of look around. It appears that he used to work for the CIA.
Oh, me?
Oh!
Oh, so by default, he's just not a good person.
Well, hey, there are some cool CIA people. I think. Maybe.
Is there anything?
The CIA are notorious for assassinating small governments, Donovan.
Oh, that is
Also, any of their declassified
Is there any?
projects.
Is
The
there any?
CIA award for best journalism is a 50 cal round, Donovan.
I forgot about that.
Is there anything quirky in there?
I mean, he's a fucking CIA agent, so a little sus. You can see what like
Yeah.
some
okay.
trophies, but nothing like too grisly or out of the ordinary. Like
think
little souvenirs, trinkets,
You
but
know.
nothing that bad.
I used a bullet here, a necklace of tongues there. The gist.
I think we're fine. Let's keep going.
No human trophies. He's not that depraved.
I think we're fine, Nikki. Let's keep going.
So yeah, you all find that. And then okay, sounds good.
Okay, I'll signal you when it's 2.
Okay, I'm gonna take a break real quick to use the restroom,
Okay.
and then we'll get back. And
This episode of Bystander is sponsored by the Feisty Falcon. Come on down and fight your friends and eat some grub. Is it very good? Nope, but damn is it fun. Back to the show.
Hey, we're back.
hi. So, Your Honor, I'm Baby. Continuing on. So Damian Drake, you attempt to page.
But aren't they gonna go look at someone real quick first?
We did.
All right,
Yeah, they
yeah,
already
you did.
So
So Damian sends a page to Steve, and it's quite cryptic. But basically, meat spelled MEAT @ Vine Yar.
I didn't know you were a pirate, Damian.
Hold on.
That's the response you get.
Hold on. Nikki is really good at bad spelling because the -1 intelligence. Can he attempt to decipher this?
Steve, just...
I
Do you know what this
so,
means, Nikki?
With your 2 powers combined,
Our 2 brain cells, yes.
you're able to figure it out.
I'm proficient in pagers. You've seen my texting
That's
before.
true.
You
probably
have an
already
amount
know.
of brain cells equal to your intelligence modifier.
2.
Cool.
One.
Hold on.
You just explode.
No, we have one. Yeah, we have one between us.
1 collected brain cell.
No.
Okay, well, we'll head there. We're heading.
Yeah,
continue.
so as you all are moving through the city, it's kind of odd. Mr. Drake. Something rings on your pager.
Damian pulls out his pager.
What have you got? What have you got, Damian?
Does it tell you who the call's from?
Yeah, I think it generally. I'm not sure.
Okay, so...
They don't ring. They just receive messages.
Good.
You know.
How long can the messages be?
I don't think super long.
And only the message is go call me. Normally that's
The message consists of...
call me, maybe.
Get
That's
to a
smashing
phone,
up there.
we need to talk. From Constance Mayorga.
I don't think I know that person, do I?
No, you also get a phone number attached to the pager. The message.
Damian squints at it for a little bit.
Uh.
I trust this. Hey, I need to get to a
No,
phone.
nothing good after you say those. What happened?
Someone's asking me to call them. I'll just use a public phone. No harm can come from that.
Yeah, I think you should actually go into a payphone. Nothing will possibly go wrong. Hello,
Yeah,
Envy.
okay.
Hello, Envy from FM.
Damian finds a phone booth in this day and age.
Sure, fuck it, why not?
I'm sure.
You use a pager, like at a certain
Yeah,
point.
fucking whatever. And
My archaic tech senses are tingling.
he finds the one phone booth in town somehow, and he dials the number.
There's
Dials.
a bit of a ring, and... Hello, Constance Mayorga. Is this Damian Drake?
Oh, I hate your accent.
Well, fuck you two.
Who are you and what do you want?
Well, my name's Constance Mayorga.
I got that bit.
I'm a lieutenant of the Beating Heart.
You thought what?
Well, I just see that you all have been looking around town at some rich people. You've been taking out cameras. Apparently you were thrown into Mr. Way's estate.
I was soliciting an MOM,
Can we hear
and
this?
I wanted to beat up my boss.
Can we hear this a little bit?
You can hear Damian's side of the conversation.
I don't know what's suspicious about that.
All right. Well, Mr. Drake, the simple fact of the matter is, I do not want you looking into any of these people anymore. So I will make a deal with you.
Uh-huh.
Either you and your friends will play my game, which I will detail the rules of later, or both I, Agent Ugly, and whatever forces we have on hand will come and kill you where you stand.
Hangs up. Doesn't elaborate.
However, if you play my game, I will offer a reward, something that you would very much like to have. Information, Mr. Drake.
Why do I have any reason to trust you?
I did not join the Beating Heart so that I could further humanity or any of that bullshit. Honestly, I don't care. I joined the Beating Heart because I love the thrill of the hunt. And you and your friends, Mr. Drake, will make a wonderful afternoon.
Is there any way you can make a vote of confidence on us? Some sort of collateral or proof that you hold up your end of the deal?
Collateral. I know the location of a Mrs. Weezer.
Wait, hang on. Sorry. Out of character.
Sorry, I know the location of a Mrs. Wenger.
Out of character.
That
Was
That's Carl's
Carl missing
mother.
his mother or something?
No,
Or is
Carl's
this
mother
Brett?
is
She's
in
recovering.
a nursing home, and she's recovering from some sort of...
Are you threatening me?
I'm
On
not-
top of threatening me?
I'm not threatening you directly, Mr. Drake. I'm making a promise that if... I don't need collateral. I already have all of that. I find no reason to disadvantage myself when I already have so much information.
Give me a moment to talk with my comrades.
Take all the time you need, Mr. Drake.
In fact, I'm gonna call you back.
Okay.
He hangs up and he's gonna wait until everyone gets here actually, because he's not a complete fucking idiot.
You're gonna page them and be like, hey, meet me at the one payphone in town.
Yeah, meet me at the one payphone in town.
Meet me at one payphone.
Would Steve know where the one payphone in town is?
You took a field trip there once.
This is
you know
ancient
what?
technology.
Maybe.
Oh, I remember this field trip.
Yeah. Okay, you got.
There's actually a line of students waiting to get into it
There's
as the
some
massive
struggle.
Damian is inside.
There's some struggle, but you all find.
It's next to the one diner I used to frequent as a kid. So, even though I am so one, it's fine.
Damien, what was that about? You seem
I'll
distressed.
explain whenever everyone else gets here.
Okay,
Everybody
that's
arrives.
Steve and Nikki be like,
They do.
And
as
Sterling.
well as. Yeah.
yeah.
So the six of you arrive around the payphone and hanging out like a bunch of fucking assholes.
Damian crosses his arms and looks surprisingly dramatic.
Hey guys.
I got contacted by a lieutenant.
You what?
Is this like Agent Ugly or who?
Agent Ugly, not a lieutenant, but he... That's it, that's all I know.
Their name
Okay.
was Constance. Who the fuck cares?
Were they
And-
British? That sounds like a British name.
Yes, horribly so.
Somehow you
That was
managed
my
to...
best impression of an Australian accent.
Somehow you managed
Oh!
No, it was not.
Okay.
I
Sucks
hope
to
you know,
know.
it sounded the
Australian
most
isn't
like
right.
posh British you could have possibly done.
Yeah.
Fuck, I missed it. That's
It's
fine.
Alright.
They're Australian, we know.
Oh, and they like hunting. Oh no, as long as there's people left on the planet.
Oh. Anyway.
Sniper gaming.
They basically threatened to come out here themselves with Agent Ugly and all the forces they can muster and instantly kill us, or kill Carl's mother, or
Fucking what?
have us play his little game or something.
Did he entail what the game was
Okay.
about?
That was
No.
a woman on the phone, by the way. Constance is a woman.
I
Oh.
couldn't tell you that horrible accent.
Oh!
The only genders are men and fuck it.
Oh man.
British.
You know, normally being hunted by a
Britain,
woman doesn't
Australia
sound too bad,
phobia.
but I think this is an exception.
So she threatened to either kill us, kill our loved ones, or play some stupid game that would totally be fair and balanced. And her reward was information, but I couldn't verify if she was actually telling the truth because she only threatened me instead. Somehow I doubt that they would come out and just kill us in the open, but
Let's call her back on how someone else talked to her. I trust you, but I want to hear the information for myself.
Okay.
I don't want to talk to her anyway.
Can you put the phone on speed? And then he realizes this is a phone booth. Can we all crowd in there? And
Back
listen?
in Black makes one of those expanding cones for like a homemade speaker to put over the
Nice.
receiver.
Oh my god.
Sure.
Okay, fine. Damian dials the number again.
I'm gonna try to do a better.
It's fine.
Australian
It's
You,
fine.
accent.
you
It's
heard me
funny.
do spruce,
Alright.
which was not Australian, but it was.
Sniper's a good job, mate. Okay.
There you go.
Alright, good day. How are you all doing?
Well, that depends.
Is that all you're going to say?
Yeah, yeah.
Why do you sound
Yeah.
so fucking small? What's wrong with you?
Donovan, when did you become a femboy? Come on.
Ding.
Oh no! We can't.
I don't do that. All right, listen.
Carl or
what-
Sterling wants to interject too. That's...
Yeah, can someone else please talk? Please. Help.
Steve, you got this.
Steve reluctantly
Keep it on
takes the
speaker.
phone. Hello? Hi, This is Steve.
Stevie Wonder.
Oh God. Sorry, continue.
What the fuck? What is wrong with people? They have no common sense. Well, I guess when you threaten to kill a friend's mother, well, you know.
Yeah, it turns out.
So, I'm interested in playing a game with all of you, but I don't want to give the details of the game until we meet in person. These lines may not be secure.
I mean, fair enough. Where do you want to meet?
You're...
How about let's us choose the location?
Yeah.
Go
I want to
ahead.
see. We could see what she says, and if we don't like it.
I don't
If-
care
if-
if we
if
don't
we-
like
if we
it.
don't-
We're not letting her
if we
pick a
don't-
location that could be trapped.
If we don't like it, we could die, and so could Carl's mother. That's not a gamble I'm gonna take, Steve.
Fair enough.
How about the Feisty Falcon? Right.
That works.
Do you know where the Feisty Falcon is? Was?
I used to freaking that bar before it got torn up. Some terrible accident went down there. But now what?
Yeah, accident.
Meet us there.
I'm a woman, keep in mind.
You have a very gravelly.
Somehow this is worse.
You have a very gravelly voice
It's
for a
fine.
woman. Anyway,
It's fine.
This
Uh,
woman sounds like she has big balls.
that's
what does
true.
it matter?
Is that in character?
No.
Nice balls, mate.
Just meet us at the Feisty Falcon. We'll
That's
talk
okay.
there.
I can work on that.
Okay, so let's.
Oh, I do want to point out,
Yes.
I am going to bring Agent Dudley, because I don't want you all to immediately attack me.
You sound
But Agent Dudley is not going to come into play unless you all disagree with my game. So,
Let's hope we agree with it. All right, we'll meet you at the Feisty Falcon. I guess we have your number if we do need to contact you. But yeah. Oh, and
I
one
need
more...
to be polite than threatening our lives.
Oh, and one more thing. He hangs up. Just because he can.
So
call
just
back just to hang up.
since they're bringing Ugly, and they're probably fairly strong themselves, Carl, I love you, man. I think we should have Taylor with us, though.
you know, to just say this one out. That's understandable.
Actually, you're probably only gonna let us have one NPC with us, aren't you? Since we're a big group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sterling.
So
2
let's.
healers would be a good idea.
Sterling would be nice, but Taylor's level 50 and is the only one we've seen able to even stand up to Ugly.
Carl's mother
That's
is
true.
at rest, so I want
Whereas
to like her to be
Sterling and Carl
I
are.
actually kind of agree. Yeah.
That's true. Sterling and Carl are on the same
I
level
think-
as us, though, and we didn't stand up to Ugly at all.
Carl would want to be there though. I would assume,
True.
right?
He wouldn't want to be there.
To be fair, most of Lloyd's damage
Or he would want to
was-
be there to protect his mother.
Right.
So either way.
Most of Lloyd's damage was attempt stuff.
Actually, yeah, no, Carl should probably go to his mother.
Yeah, Carl's gonna go.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Sterling would be good for healing.
Sterling would be nice,
Because I can only do so much.
but Taylor also is incredibly useful.
Well,
also have
Taylor
Gwinn.
can just roll nat 20s on medicine
Right,
checks.
that's true.
So like,
Does she
I
have-
don't know if that's how Taylor's ability
Does
works.
Taylor have combat medic? Also, was Brandy higher level than us?
Brandy's same
Probably.
level.
Same
Brandy's
level?
At
Okay.
level, okay.
Yeah, Taylor's the only, like, busted NPC we have, and we've seen her stand up to Ugly, so I think it would be reasonable to have her there.
yeah.
My understand does only work defensively. I only was attacking her last time.
Right.
And this is
That's also fair.
Right.
If he doesn't attack her, and he knows how her ability works, so.
Fuck it, let's take Randy.
I want to see Sterling in, but consider I also want to see Sterling in combat.
We've had Sterling a lot recently.
Yeah.
We had I'm pretty sure we only had her like once, right?
We've had her a
I
few
thought
times.
twice.
We've had her a few times, and we
No, Taylor does not have combat medic.
Oh, but we can forget
I don't
Sterling's
think
there.
we've had
She never gets to
Brandy
speak.
at all, though.
We haven't heard her
That's fair.
theme. I like it when NPCs do stuff.
Okay.
That's fair. If you guys want to bring Brandy, that's totally cool.
Okay.
All right. Oh,
You can bring Brandy.
Because
I'll live.
Brandy hasn't fought with us.
That is
yet
true.
at all.
Actually, you know
Just
what?
don't talk to her. Unless you want to, in which case you can talk to her, Donovan. I just have seen.
Steve, stop talking.
Okay.
Stop talking. Holy smokes, me, Byakuya in the hit game
Stop
danger.
breathing.
Wait, no, that's actually detrimental to me in more than a few ways.
Oh boy. Okay,
What
so
is?
Not breathing.
Oh.
They're vital for Hamoni.
y'all call up.
Yeah, that's the only
Brandy.
thing breathing's vital for.
She.
We're just gonna meet Brandy at the Falcon.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I forgot to level her up. We'll do that real quick.
Lol.
That'll be like
Wait,
less than a minute.
so she's the same level as us, I would
She's
assume?
level 7. But I'm about to make her level 9.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, she's the same level as us. Not
No,
level 50
We
like Taylor.
knew that. We knew
Yeah.
that.
We can have some. We can talk in character while he's doing that. Let's do that.
We're just on the way, I guess. Alright,
I don't trust this at all.
We have no reason to. I mean,
There's no reason to believe that she'll actually give us information, and there's also no reason to believe that her threat isn't valid.
fair enough, but
We do know that their threat will be valid if we meet them, though.
there's far too much to, lose. What were you gonna say, Nikki?
I've only ever heard of Ugly, but this I've never heard of her.
I haven't either.
We
We haven't heard of any lieutenants.
need to make sure we keep our guard up at all times.
We were.
If they're anything like Clementine and Tangerine.
Our guard's been up for the longest time. Let's not consider that. We've already. Well, we were in a slight disadvantage because we had never fought Tangerine or Clementine before. We fought Ugly. You fought Ugly before.
It went terribly, mind you.
It didn't go too terribly great, especially for me. The whole reason it went so terribly because he had me as leverage, and we had Taylor there for the reason we survived, honestly.
Yeah, and this time it's gonna be him and a lieutenant that we know nothing about.
And she could probably kill all of us without a second thought. She might even enjoy it.
Are we sure she's a stand user?
I think that's
Almost
fair.
definitely.
You've said
Yes.
some dumb things, Steve, but holy smokes.
Oh no.
That was not in character.
To be fair, we don't know for sure that she
Steve,
would be.
I think it's a fair assumption.
Wonder.
I'm not sure we've met anyone who's a part of the organization that isn't a stand.
In character, maybe.
Wonder. Every single person on my level had a stand
On your level.
in the org.
Which is much lower than.
I guess that's fair.
It's safe to assume that even highly capable non-stand users are able to hold their own. Sterling's been able to hold her own against the likes of Hound Dog.
Yeah,
Sure.
she can use the whatever it is, the vibrating,
Force.
the vibrating magic.
Anyone with a high enough caliber gun and surprise can easily take out a stand user. Sure, power types, one close range, a range type like me, there's only so much you can do with someone who just has a higher level of skill. Stand users give people the advantage, they're not a get out of jail free card. So no matter what, we need to be on our guard.
That's true.
Okay. So you all are heading over. You get Brandy. She comes with. I'm almost done leveling her up.
Plus, last time we fought Ugly, he was teleporting all over the place. We got Nikki now.
Yeah, we don't really know how his ability works.
He's really good at stopping people.
Hey, Michael.
Go on.
Is Nikki able to, like... Oh, wait, no. I can use Feet of Power for this to make rubble on the ground.
There's
For Tavern Brawler.
Yeah.
Mainly to make bigger sized ones to perhaps use as makeshift shields.
What are these? Sorry?
You can make
You
robo
just
from
fucking
$1,000.
stomp the ground and pick up a piece of asphalt.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's a Maxwell moment right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So y'all are.
We're over an hour, but I figure the last like 5-10 minutes we might have been cut out.
Furthermore. Okay, so you all get to this location, where do you all say you want to meet?
Feisty Falcon.
Feisty Falcon.
Feisty Falcon, yes. So you all meet at the remains there, and you can see,
Is the statue I threw still out front?
Mhm.
Cool.
you see two people. One of them you recognize as Agent.
Damian has his hand on the sword and has used his ability on it.
The other is one that you don't recognize. She seems to be wearing a pretty typical safari outfit. You can see kind of camo pants. She's got one of those safari hats.
Does it have the teeth in the rim? Carving around under?
She has a necklace with a bunch of these appear to be animal trophies. You can't exactly tell what these animals are from necessarily. Daniel, if you want to do a check, you can feel free.
Sure.
And she also, it looks like she's wearing a pair of deer antlers that are coming out
15.
of her. You look over and, you're pretty good at this kind of thing. You recognize a few of these, that appears to be a piece of ivory, which is definitely illegal. You can see a real tooth. This is weird. You see a couple dinosaur teeth? They're not fossils, but they appear to be teeth.
Damian furrows his brows. He gets closer and pieces together what's happening. But he shakes his head. Ah, you must be Constance, bitch.
Well, that's not my real name. It's Mayorga, but I appreciate the... Actually, I don't. What? Right. Ugly, stay back. And Ugly's like, my name's not... fine. Take a step back. Okay, well, if all of you are here, oh, there's 5 of you. Okay, I can look at that, I guess. Okay, so, I should introduce myself to you. I am Lieutenant Mayorga, and I'm just going to be direct with you. I want to play a game with you. The reason I did not want to talk on the phone is... all my life, I have been chasing the ultimate game. Some kind of thrill that can get me the ultimate satisfaction. I don't really care about the beating heart or any of the organization. I may be a lieutenant, but that's mainly because of my abilities. Like I said, I'm interested in the ultimate thrill. I've hunted humans before, but they weren't really much of a challenge, to be perfectly honest. A couple of howl arounds will take them out. But a stand user, wow, that's an entirely different matter. So, my question becomes, are you interested in playing the game? She pulls out from her pocket 4 small devices. These are little trackers. All of you will keep them on your person. You'll have an hour to escape, hide, whatever you want, anywhere within the bounds of the city.
God.
You'll have an hour to hide, and then an hour where I come and find you. If all of you can survive this hour, then knock me out. I'll give you the information you want. The information you want. I can give you the name of the lieutenant who works and speaks directly with him.
I don't like this.
You see Agent Ugly kind of clears his throat and walks over to Lieutenant Mayorga and kind of whispers. And she just kind of looks at him and says, Agent Ugly, you are below my rank. You are not to question my behavior. Back in the line. You see he kind of furrows his brow and steps back.
2 questions. Is there any rule saying that we can't stay in groups?
No, you can stay in groups, you can separate, regardless. You can team up with whoever you prefer.
Smaller teams might be nicer. Second question. Must we keep the tracker on us at all times?
Yes.
Did say that.
There's 4 trackers. There's 5 of us.
That's okay.
Well, there might be 6 if we split up.
I'll say that, well, I'll say one of you doesn't necessarily have to play the game, but you can help support. The game ends if I kill all 4 who hold the trackers, or if I... there are 3 conditions. First off, it ends if I kill all of you who have the trackers, which I find to be the most likely outcome. There's an outcome where you knock me unconscious, in which case you win, or there's an outcome which at least one of you evades me for the full hour.
Do 4 people have to play the game?
Yes.
How's this fair? You have a tracker for us.
Well, it's obviously going to take me time to travel through the city. I'm going to have to worry about obstacles, and you're going to have an hour to set up. So, anything you want to create or use is completely fair game.
Damian dangerously starts to look interested in this.
I will know where you are, but not what you have set up. The only thing I will know is the location of the trackers.
Just get a car.
You must hide within the bounds of the city. She says this.
No, I'm saying Donovan. Boom.
And what happens if we break any of these rules? Say I don't keep my tracker on me and hide it somewhere, or leave the city.
Then Ugly and I will kill you.
And how do we know you won't just kill us anyway?
It's not what the point of the game is.
There's no thrill in an unfair game. I am sure that you will be with respect to that.
I'm interested.
It is, like I said, the ultimate thrill round. I know that after this I will most likely not be allowed in the organization anymore. But again, I was never once concerned with longevity. I'm after the ultimate thrill. If I die in the process, so be it.
Well.
Name of the lieutenant. I'm going to write down. It's going to be in my pocket. If you can knock me unconscious, you can take it out. Another rule of the game is that if you take it from me, before the time is up, well, then I'll just kill you. But, again, if you knock me unconscious, you can just have it. I'm going to write this down now. She called me a pen and a piece of paper. Or, well, I should say, I'll write it down after you agree.
Are you a stand user?
Of course. Would you like to know some information about my stand?
We would love to.
Seems fair.
This is absolute zero. She puts out her hand, and you can see this kind of chitinous substance begin to cover her body. You see it starts on one end, and you see that it covers her. It appears to be like a type of exoskeleton that covers her. Similar to a bug. Damian, if you want to make some sort of nature check, you can feel free to do so.
Are you sure it's not pronounced chitinous?
It might be chitinous. I'm not sure, but it's that. Yeah.
You were saying?
17.
Yes, so it's kind of this stark green color, but you can see that as it begins to cover her, it begins to shift slowly to the environment around her.
Oh, camouflage.
Not quite. It's just kind of an auto shift. It's more of an aesthetic thing. It doesn't appear to be very effective. Absolute Zero is a stand that manipulates energy, and that's all that I'm going to say about it. I've let you seen it, I've detailed it, and yeah, that's all the information I'm willing to give.
So, what? I mean, you said the name of the game is to knock you out. Then
You may knock me out, survive for the hour after I allow you to hide, after I start hunting you, or the game also ends if I kill everyone who holds the tracking device.
so
I have
what's stopping us from just outright killing you instead to end the game?
You may do so if you see it fitting. I assume you'd want to interview me and find any more information, but like I said, I have the information in my pocket. If you wish to kill me, I'm willing to die in the pursuit of the open time. Mr. Drake.
I have a stipulation to suggest. We would prefer to not lose some of our friends should we win. So if we split into several groups, might I offer that you instead knock out and bind the people that you successfully defeat and kill us after the time limit has exceeded, in case we can win.
Mr. Drake, you've never hunted before.
Can't say I've had the time for that. I'm more of a bug collector myself.
Part of the thrill of the game is... Part of the thrill of the game is...
How much do you know about our stands?
I know relatively little. I know almost everything there is to know regarding Mickey Bones, an ex-brother of the organization. As for the rest of you, not exactly. Oh, I know Brandy Avedon, how I need, of course. The rest of you, not so much. I know you're some sort of powerful, short-range type. You're a illusionist of some sort of manipulator, and you... I don't know what you do. Agent Dudley, did you figure out what he did? Agent Dudley kind of shifts. No, I knocked him out pretty quick. Well, okay.
I excel at funny business.
You see Agent Dudley very visibly, clenches his fists.
For the first time,
Mayorga kind of chuckles at that.
For the first time ever, Donovan uses his 15 in charisma and offers a smirk, kind of like just a guy with smirks on.
A cocky kind of smirk.
Nikki stifles a chuckle. Also, I have a question mechanically.
Yes. This is out of character or in character?
Out of character. Because she knows Nikki's stand, will she or will she not have advantage on walls?
She is aware of its existence. I'm gonna say no.
Okay, good.
I have an out-of-character comment.
Okay.
So, the reason I asked the question I did is because the point of splitting up would be to reduce our chances of losing by being caught, like in a hide-and-seek-ish game. But if she's going to just kill us when she finds us, or at least attempt to, there is no benefit to splitting up.
Isn't it just
Because
more beneficial to go as a group anyway?
Yeah, because the benefit of splitting up would be to reduce, or to spread ourselves thinner so that we have more of a chance of one person surviving. But one person surviving and everyone else dying
Not
is
exactly.
not a better outcome than us just being stronger as a group. So we probably shouldn't split up then.
In a game of statistics, it would be in our benefit to split up. In the long run, we should not.
Yeah. If we care about each other's lives, at least.
So, I guess our characters will have to figure out where we want to hide, but
Yeah.
And again, she has stated that if you want to set up any traps or anything like that, you are also free to do that.
We have a lot of explosives, so
we
that
can
could
just
be nice.
home alone the
We
absolute
have
hell out
one
of
of
this.
the benefits of car bombs.
Yes, and you have an hour to set all of this up.
I think we should go ahead and play.
I mean, do we have a choice?
Not really.
It really doesn't seem like we have a choice.
Alright, Nikki's going to be the first one to extend his hand out for the tracker.
Bones.
Wait.
A sportsman. I
Who,
see.
which one of us shouldn't have the tracker?
I don't want Brandy to get hurt. I don't think she should have it.
Steve, you're 16.
Yeah. So,
I don't think Nikki should have it either, but if 4 of us have to have it, I feel like one of them shouldn't be you.
Steve, as much as I entrust you, and
The one without the tracker at least has a chance to escape.
I don't know. Brandy just got dragged into this mess as well.
we
At
all
least
got
on
we
our
all
end.
got dragged into this mess, Steve.
Stand users attract other stand users. If the rest of us, if the rest of you all die and I survive, how long am I going to last anyway?
Steve, I made a promise to your dad I wouldn't let you die.
Well, I'm not gonna let you die either.
You didn't make a promise.
Only one of us gets the chance.
Before anybody else says anything, Brandy steps forward and grabs one of the trackers.
Damian takes one too.
Steve reaches for the last.
Donovan grabs the last one.
I grabbed Steve. Donovan grabs Steve by the wrist.
Okay, the rules are set. Everybody with a watch or some sort of timer. Set
Steve.
your phones for 1 hour and I'll begin the countdown soon.
Steve
3,
relaxes, but
2,
wants to check it.
1. Oh, sorry. I was going to say before I started. Again, it's 1 hour before I can come after you all. And then another hour that you all need to survive. Or where I kill you. So, there's that. Alright. Set your phone for whatever for 1 hour. 3, 2, 1, start. And then we're going to end the episode there.